Donald Trump just got humiliated by his own Supreme Court. The highest court in America just destroyed his illegal trade war against Canada. His massive tariff scheme was just declared completely unlawful. And now, the White House is in absolute panic mode. Trump thought he could bully Canada. He thought he had ultimate power. He slapped a 35% tax on our goods. He slapped a 10% tax on our energy. He blamed it on a fake fentanyl emergency. He lied to the American people. He lied to the world. But his own judges just stripped him of his power. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 against the president. A decisive, crushing blow. They threw his tariffs in the trash. Listen to the exact moment this breaking news dropped.
We have some breaking news for you surrounding Donald Trump's tariffs. CTV's Jeremy Sharon joins us now with the details. Jeremy, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Renee, look, a long-awaited result from the U.S. Supreme Court on the use of IEEPA tariffs by U.S. President Donald Trump. The court has ruled 6-3 in favor of the fact that the use of Donald Trump's tariffs and the imposition of those tariffs was unlawful. And so that means 6 of the judges ruling with the court's ruling to deem the imposition of these tariffs unlawful. 3 of them providing dissenting opinions, saying that they do believe that they were lawful. But ultimately, this means the Supreme Court is ruling against the use of U.S. President Donald Trump's IEEPA.
Did you hear that? Unlawful. That is the word echoing through Washington right now. Unlawful. Let's walk through exactly what this means. Trump declared a fake national emergency. He blamed Canada for a crisis he couldn't fix. He used that excuse to punish our workers. He tried to bypass Congress. He tried to act like a king. It was never about drugs. It was always about control. It was a blatant extortion tactic. But Canada stood firm. We did not blink. We did not surrender. We implemented smart border measures. We did our part. But Trump kept the illegal tariffs anyway. He wanted to crush our industries. Think about the arrogance. He punished his own people to hurt us. It was a reckless economic game. And it just blew up in his face. Here's the kicker. His own judges just stripped him of his crown. The highest court looked at his justification. And they threw it straight in the trash. This is a massive victory for Canadian workers. It is a massive victory for our economy. But for Donald Trump, it is a humiliating, catastrophic defeat. The entire premise of his America First strategy is falling apart. He told his voters he was protecting them. Instead, he was violating the U.S. Constitution. He was breaking international trade rules. And the Supreme Court caught him red-handed. He is losing control of his own government. He is entirely isolated. First, the U.S. House of Representatives voted against him. Republicans and Democrats joined forces. They passed a bill to roll back his tariffs. They told him to stop. He ignored them. And now, the judicial branch has shut him down. The system is rejecting his chaos. Listen to how massive this blow actually is for Trump's leverage.
So the Supreme Court now ruling against U.S. President Donald Trump and his implementation of these tariffs while using that emergency to underpin these tariffs. And so this is significant. This is a significant blow to U.S. President Donald Trump. He and his administration have already been clear that they will look to other legal means to impose tariffs if the Supreme Court were to rule against him, which we now know it.
The walls are closing in on his trade war. He looks desperate. This is where it gets 100% worse looks desperate. This is where it gets insane. Trump is refusing to accept reality. His administration is already scrambling. They are panicking behind closed doors. They are desperately searching for legal loopholes. They vow to find other ways to tax Canada. They want to use different legal tricks. They want to replace illegal tariffs with new illegal tariffs. But the damage is already done. The precedent is set. You cannot invent a fake crisis to rob your closest ally. The courts will stop you. The law still matters. The United States is not a dictatorship. There are still checks and balances. And those checks just bounced Trump's entire economic strategy right out the door. He thought he was untouchable. He was wrong. But wait, what happens to the stolen money? Trump took millions from cross-border trade. He collected illegal revenues. Now companies can finally fight back. They have the legal ammunition they need. They can sue the U.S. government. They can demand their stolen money returned. This will trigger a massive legal nightmare for the White House. It will be a messy, expensive process. But the door is now open. Listen to the details on what happens next for these companies.
So, the immediate process that follows is not exactly clear, could take some time. Experts on trade law have warned that, it could be a difficult task to fight in the courts to get the money back that, companies may have lost as a result of these tariffs. But this will initiate a process in which, companies will have the legal means now to try and fight to get that money back.
Companies will fight to get their money back. Trump is going to face endless lawsuits. Canada just turned the tables. We knew these tariffs were illegal from day one. Our leaders stayed calm. We let the American system destroy its own dictator. This ruling validates everything Canada has been doing. This is exactly why we are changing our strategy. This is why we are ending our reliance on Washington. Trump's chaos is a permanent structural threat. We cannot trust a partner who breaks the law. We cannot trust a president who invents emergencies. But today, the rule of law won. Donald Trump built his brand on winning. He built his brand on never backing down. But right now, he is losing on every front. His leverage over Canada is vanishing entirely. His threats are empty. His actions are illegal. His own country is stopping him. Canada is moving forward. We are diversifying our trade. We are building our own domestic strength. We are proving we don't need his permission to thrive. This Supreme Court ruling proves one absolute truth. Bullying Canada does not work. It backfires spectacularly every single time. Trump tried to break our economy. Instead, he broke his own political authority. He wanted submission. He got a humiliating defeat instead. This is a historic day for Canadian sovereignty. We stood our ground. We didn't panic, and we won. We exposed the bluff. We survived the pressure. Now, we watch his trade war crumble from the inside out. Canada is stronger today than we were yesterday. Hit subscribe now if you're stunned by this. Turn on the bell. Next expose on Trump's trade chaos coming soon. This is Canada SR.